What's up? I'm back at it, back up in your grill, up in your space, you know what I'm saying? Trying to radiate and elevate and all that kind of stuff and communicate and drop it to you raw the way we like to do. And what's up to you? Nothing but good energy. I hope that everything in your circle is going great. I'm just trying to do the best I can to keep that energy up, you know what I'm saying, all the time. And share what I can on a different note, you know what I mean? I'm an artist, A.D.S, King A.D.S, or Aya the Shadow, as I always say in almost every intro of the video, just so that if you've never seen me before, I'd love to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Nice to have you along. Come along with me on this journey, as it's been interesting the whole time. And what I do is I get up on here and share topics that are either interesting or things that I've learned or an observance or anything like that. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you always, hands down. You know what I mean? I'm not a guy that's overproduced. I don't have a big crew or anything like that helping me with editing. I'm not using any excuses. I'm just saying that I do this at a base level to connect and communicate and to try to grow and cultivate an audience that can be into the music, and we have some sort of like mind and to share a different side and stuff like that. Just trying to be a little more personable, you know what I mean? And so on this topic, I'm gonna try to do what I'm gonna plant some seeds, and I like to use that reference right now because I was enjoying a song that just recently was released by an artist that's very talented out here in the Inland Empire. And I don't know if y'all have ever heard of him, but many do know him. And his name is Okie Doke. Big shouts to Okie Doke. And it's talking about water my seeds, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna water some seeds right now. I'm gonna plant some seeds, you know, if I can, you know what I mean? And do it the only way that I know how. Yeah, man. It's a lot of talking I've been doing today too. And man, I don't know about y'all, but my lips got real dry on the weather change because it was raining a lot and it was cool. We needed the rain, but it was a lot of rain, hard to get stuff done. But now the sun is out, the temperature came out, and all of a sudden I woke up and my lips were chapped. You know what I'm saying? They were dry. So you might see me licking my lips or, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff with my mouth, but you know, I apologize, you know what I mean? But yeah, my lips feel kind of dry, man, for like the last couple of days. I'm like, what? I hope this isn't permanent. I'm gonna get some reptile lips. Oh, give me a kiss. Give me your kiss with these dry lips. Let me scrape up your face. But getting back on with it and everything, just having a little bit of fun. But wanted to talk about, just touch on it, the illusion of, you know, having not and being poor and stuff like that. And I want to try to weave it into a way to empower a person's thoughts the best I can. Anyway, there's so many that are great at it, but try to do the best I can and give you something positive, you know what I'm saying? And first starts with going back to value, like what dictates value. And value has to do with either material or situations rarity or its usefulness. And so just like, you know, not everybody will get up on a camera and at their own humiliation, at risk of their own humiliation, try to do the best they can to share valuable information with you that will try to unlock your brain and get you to do more things that you've always wanted to do. And so I'm just, you know, interjecting and trying to do my part too. You know what I mean? So try to give you something valuable, you know what I mean? And I do believe that the things I've learned and taken in are very valuable. And it was rare that I be an artist or any creative that would actually have the patience to take the time or develop the patience to take the time to learn a little bit more, you know? So, and you know, here I am, you know what I mean? But in that, I want people to realize the value in themselves, you know, that they always have a type of skill or an ability or a point of view, like, right? Just have a gift that is very valuable because not everybody has that same gift. Yes, there's a lot of us that have these traits, but it's not like every single one of us is all of that wrapped up into one all the time. Like we're pretty much dominant in one polarized area, you know, like your genes are copious in one area, which is why I always still stand by this, where I feel like we use the word genius in a strange way because to me it seems like where the genes are copious and develop you quicker there, so you're more inclined to be genius at certain things. Like it's just a terminology that says you're strong in this area to me. That's how it really sounds to me, you know. But either way, you know what I mean? Like to build your strength up because you're valuable in whatever way that you have your skills or talents that are given to you or blessed to you. And with that being known and being aware of that, also the development of a person at any point in their life, but especially from a young age, no matter what lifestyle you're into, no matter what you do, please don't front, fake the funk. Be real about this, that the potential of an individual to become valuable so they can make contributions to our society to move us along in the right way versus, you know, the other way, you know what I mean, the wrong way, is more needed. We need that all the time, you know what I mean? So we have to admit and not front and lie to ourselves, and you should not hinder the development of the youth or any other individual, really. But especially seeing that, then it's like I would think that we all would understand that, you know what I mean, how important that is, you know what I mean, because they will never have an opportunity to become that diamond in the rough, that rarity that will have some sort of contributive value to us as a system, as a entity, as whatever you want to call it, as a whole. You know what I mean? To be able to take the energy that we're all made of, put it together, and then give it back so we all can do the same things. You know what I mean? I think that's very beautiful. Set you free. And that goes along with, again, learning. Knowledge is your friend right there. It's your sword. You know, you need that stuff. So always gas up on your knowledge. Don't be like, you know, ashamed to say I'm gonna go read this stuff about this, what the other people might think is boring, but that's not, you know, their problem. That's you. It's what you're gonna do. Be cool with that. With any walk of life. I mean this shit. I mean, with any walk of life. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you out on the block. I don't give a, you know what I'm saying? Just get into your stuff, because you're going to find how valuable you really are and where your places fit. And I don't mean in a negative way. I just mean that you need to spend time to unlock it, give it some effort, give yourself a chance, you know what I'm saying, to develop so you can build that value in whichever way, and let a little bit of life do some stuff too. Give it 5 minutes. You don't have to give your whole life, but give some people 5 minutes every once in a while because you want yours, right? And when we look at societal wealth or lack thereof, and you start to take in the hearsay and gossip instead of facts, it becomes more distorted and it becomes more emotional and it becomes illogical, and you cannot think straight. You are giving substance to something that's not even happening yet. Yes, some things are taking place, but it's not the end all be all. There's a way to do it. For instance, I've always thought of this, and there could be a good reason this doesn't happen, but y'all can help me out with this one a little bit. But what do you think it is? Once I saw that in a thing called investment groups, which is a pinky way up of saying, hey, you want to put some money together, you know, so we can get a larger return for what we put in. So when you have things like HOA boards where everybody is aware of who lives in those neighborhoods or those complexes, or even any neighborhood, right? Where neighbors know each other, right? Have these congregations where they used to know each other. It's a nice thing for us to actually physically connect. And here's one of the reasons. Because the sincerity in what can be expressed as, if we make an investment group here that we all live in this place, that we can all make something back from the place that we invest in all the time. We would all have a money pool in order to help our smaller or larger communities. And that would be done by the efforts of the people for the people. But in order for that to happen, the attitude has to be right first, and communication needs to ensue after. The value of your life has to be something that's realized in order for you to start taking pride in everything in your life, your surroundings, your health, your mental state, and everything. This is why understanding the value, how rare is that a person is unshakable and realize their full potential and value, and what they're doing is right, and what everyone else is doing is what they want to do, and what they doing is the coolest thing. How rare is it? Or do you see more often people buckle, get emotionally swayed, or fall in under peer pressure and do what everyone else is trying to do, only to have the same result as them, where it would be failure, right? Or the success only dictate in a certain square, and that's not where you're happy. That's where they are happy, but not you. That's their narrative, their path, their story, and not yours, right? We all have our own potential to realize and to gain. So that way we can become valuable and then become a conduit for that kind of source of energy for others, right? As well as ourselves, but also for others. Let the wheel spin, let the river flow, right? So we're gonna go with it. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about real quick. It's just that observation, but you let me know what you think. I mean, why don't we see it? Because of the lack of patience, or is it the attitude which starts the lack of patience, right? So we don't pay attention to learning these things because what? It's not cool. Everyone else isn't doing it, but then we realize the keys have been there the whole time. We could put our money together with a legal agreement. No, there's no one who can just walk in individually and say, hey, I need $50,000 of that. They just can't do that. You know what would happen? A phone call would go out to each person to notify them, and then everyone would have to come together in congregation and sign off on why. Okay, that's how that would go legally. So some of these things are illusions, even though, yes, we have these distractions, mainly distractions. And like we've talked about before, your brain is a process thinking mechanism. It likes to digest the information that comes across it from start to finish. Your interruptions break your focus, and then it breaks your, and that's why it breaks your attention span and your willingness to learn, or to get stronger, or to go through a process, to practice something, to become efficient. So you'll be functional but not efficient. But we in 2023 moving forward, hey, maybe we could be more efficient too. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Just like the rest of everybody else. All I'm doing is keeping my eyes open, and then little black birdie on your shoulder to share what I've seen and what I gather. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there's some fruit over there. There's some seeds over there. There's some berries over there. There's some peanuts over. There's some nuts and berries over there. There's some sustenance over there. There's some honey over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sharing where the resources is at, stuff like that. There's a many talented and knowledgeable, amazing people that share this kind of stuff, but I never really hear that in particular come up. But that's one that I saw that just doesn't make sense. I just don't understand why we all work, pay money for what we need to live, but we don't invest together in the place that we live so that way we all benefit. That doesn't make any sense. With unions too, unions, you guys come together and get your work conditions and wages under control, but you don't own any of the company. So you can't dictate when the facility will be open and available for work or not. That's also strange. You know what I mean? I thought that was something strange, but these are things that, maybe someone can answer this for me, because it confuses the hell out of me. And but if we can come together with a little more patience like that to notice these things, maybe we can get that answered and get it handled. I don't see any reason. I don't really see any reason why that couldn't happen. So it's confusing. I just don't get it. But see, that's the whole thing. That's why I wanted to do this video. Plant these seeds. Again, shouts to Oki, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I wanted to do this, because it struck me very strange. Very strange. And I'm like, so there is, like people say, your condition is an illusion. And I know that sounds cliche, and some of it is kind of, but there's some truth to it. There is some truth to it. And I'm not saying I'm perfect and got everything all in line, but I can see where the pieces fit now, and over these years, I've learned a lot. So just wanted to share that with y'all. Man, I appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed this content. Hope you enjoyed the topic. Drop me a like so I can reach more people like you. Subscribe so I can reach more people like you. Enjoy all the content, enjoy the conversation or talks or thoughts or vlog, whatever you want to call it. and enjoy all the music and the tunes, the beats, the rhymes, the songs, the mixes, the Bar Sweat and Years mix, the Legacy Family projects, the Almighty Grind, um, the Elevated Soul presents A.D.S. Day One project, originated, never emulated. Just check it all out, man. I just love to have you. And big shouts to all the people online on SoundCloud, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just big shouts. Much love to you. Let's get it popping. All right, y'all. Peace.